Hey, what's up, my YouTube fam? This is Larry with the Best Credit Repair channel. Today, we have exciting class. We're going to be talking about method of verification letters, something that a lot of people don't follow through with. It's a very powerful tool, and I think a lot of people think it's not that powerful, but we're going to talk a lot about how to put together a method of verification, why, what regulations you should use when putting your method of verification, and what you should put in your letter right after this intro. All right, we're back. So first I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers from coming to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please watch. There's multiple videos on my channel of information that would definitely help you on your credit journey. I am going to be bringing in some new stuff, some investment things. I'm a big investor, so I'm going to start bringing that to the forefront. I think there's some great opportunities for new investors to get in right now when the stock market is down. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about some credit building stuff. But today, we're on the method of verification. Now, why is the method of verification so strong? I think a lot of people don't talk about this enough. We talk about disputing all the time, but it's like we get away from this part of disputing, the method of verification. And I'm going to cover with you why it's so strong, why it's so powerful, and why we should be using it. Now, unfortunately, the method of handling credit disputes is similar through all the credit bureaus, right? We send in a dispute letter, they issue a 3-digit code, it goes on an ACDV form, they send the Oscar to the original creditor. The original creditor sends back that information to the credit bureau. The credit bureau reviews it. It's accurate, inaccurate. They delete it or leave it, say it's accurate, and they send you a result saying it's accurate. The issue with this process is that 3-digit code, right? Because it doesn't cover, and if you can go online, look at all the 3-digit code, doesn't cover every single thing that could be inaccurate on your credit report that could cause that the reporting to be deleted. Let me give you some examples. Let's take a collection account. They're not reporting the original creditor's name. There's no dispute code that says that the collection agency is not reporting a 3-digit code. They may be reporting a past due balance. There's no 3-digit code in there to say it's inaccurate for a collection agency to be reporting a 3-digit code, right? They say it's past due 120 days. There's nothing in those dispute codes that say that a collection account cannot report or you're disputing the past due balance on a collection account. So now there's the issue. You disputed that, but what 3-digit code did they put on there? So the 3-digit code may not even be reflecting what you're actually disputing. They didn't send that information off or make a comment in the ACDV form that says you're disputing the date of last payment, the 120 days past due amount. None of that stuff is entered. So when you get your results back, we don't know, and it's verified, right? So this is why this is so important, because no real investigation was done on what you actually was disputing, and that same inaccuracy is still reported on your credit report. So we need to go through and say, well, I need a method of how did you verify this account? Because the information is still reported inaccurate, so there couldn't be a proper investigation done on the information that I sent in, or it wasn't related to the original creditor. So, and you want to do this because you're building a case. You need to get your credit report right. You need to improve on your credit score so you can get better. You maybe want to open up a business. You may want to try to get an SBA loan. Right? You may be you're improving so you get better credit cards. You don't want these $500, $300 credit cards no more. You want credit cards, you get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 credit cards, right? That's going to help you. That could change your life. Those things you can do that can actually change your financial future. A $300, $500 credit card can't change nothing. right? So what are you going to do on your method of verification? There's 3 sections that are very powerful that you should use that I'm going to break down to you. One is section 611, which is the reinvestigation. The next one is 609, because you're requesting everything in your file that the credit bureau is holding. And then section 610 covers the proper identification for requesting the information from in your file that you used on the 609. So those 3 things are powerful that you should use when you're sending your method of verification letter, right? So it's so important that you use those things. So just remember too, the other powerful thing, when you send this method of verification, they have 15 days to reply to your method of from the point of their receipt of your method of verification. They received it on the 1st, starting on the 2nd, 15 days. So by the 17th, they should be sending you out the information that you requested and the reinvestigation of the method of verification that you sent in on those items that they sent back that was verified, right? So I'm gonna cover a little bit. Section 609, a lot of people use. All it is the information they have on file on you at the credit bureau. Don't ask them for information that they don't have. Don't ask for information that you don't know if they have or don't have, right? You just ask for all information that you're holding on me at the credit bureau. What does 609 say? Information on file, sources, and report receipts, right? Every consumer report shall, upon request, right, and subject to 610, which means proper identification, A1 1681H, clearly and accurately disclosed to the consumer all information in the consumer's file at the time of request. 610 just says that it's the proper investigation a consumer reporting agency shall require as a condition of making the disclosure required under section 609 1681G that the consumer furnishes proper identification. So you want to put that in your method, those 3 sections, right? And they got 15 days to respond, right? So you want to put these. So how do you put a method of verification letter together? First, you're going to put in the date. You're going to put, you can put the date first. You're going to put the credit bureau's name and address. You're going to put your name, address. Then you're going to put subject, method of verification on whatever report number that they sent back on report 356789. If they sent you to say it was verified, and then underneath there you're gonna say I'm doing this method of verification under section 611, right? I'm requesting a proper reinvestigation of the disputed items. Under section 609, I'm requesting all information on file that you have at the credit bureaus. I'm requesting that. And under 610, I have provided the proper identification that is required to get all information under 609. I've submitted all that information to you, right? Then you're gonna go, the disputed items I want reinvestigated is this, and this is what I'm reinvestigating. The date of last payment is inaccurate. The past due amount is inaccurate. All of that stuff you put in your dispute letters, right? Because you want to make sure that you're getting it. Some other things you can put in there under 609. You could just say I'm requesting all copies of all documents, right, that you use to verify this account is accurate, right? Those are the things you want to do, right? That's the main thing, right? You want to disclose all that information that you said that you reported to me that made this account accurate, right? And that's what you want to do. And you also say that I expect to receive a response within 15 days of the receipt of this letter, right? You can also put in there, I sent this letter certified mail, so I know when you receive this letter, right? I'm expecting if I do not receive a response within 15 days, that this item shall be removed from my credit report. Now remember, you making a file. You send in your first dispute. You got the results. You send in a method of verification. So my thing is, if you don't get a response within 15 days, they're in violation. I will send a second non-response letter of a method of verification, letting them know you are in violation of Section 611. I have requested a reinvestigation. I should have received the reinvestigation within 15 days of the request. I also requested all documents on file under Section 609, and under Section 610, I provided you my proper investigation for the receipt of all those documents. Please delete the items that I submitted for reinvestigation, right? So what happens if you don't get that, right? You don't get that letter. Then the next thing you should do is you should file a Financial Consumer Protection Bureau complaint that I've sent in a dispute. I got this letter was these accounts were verified. I sent in a method of verification because the proper investigation was not done. You could also say there's no dispute code that references what I am trying to dispute, which is inaccurate. A collection account under Metro 2 can't do boom, 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 right? Right? And then you can file a complaint with your state attorney general. You can also file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. A lot of people do that, but then you're going to wait. After you send that second letter, after the first letter, you filed a complaint, right? After that second letter, you can file another complaint, right? Because you're building a file. Hey, I sent a non-response method of verification letter lining out that they're in violation. And I also put in the complaint with the Consumer Financial Bureau, right? After that, you're going to have to send a strong letter, right? A strong letter saying that if the dispute items remain, I will have to send a letter. You're going to have to send a letter to intent to sue, a certified letter for intent to sue. The return receipt gives them 10 days after they file a lawsuit in small claims court or contact a consumer lawyer. And you can get on NACA, right? Google them for a nationwide database of consumer lawyers. If you want to take it that far, you can also send a letter again that this is an intent to sue on the violations that have been done under not the reinvestigation under 611 and receiving receiving results within 15 days. I requested all items on file under 609 that have not been done. And I've also, under 610, made sure I provided you proper identification to receive these items, right? And you have all that information, and now you're going to send that letter for intent to sue, right? So that's kind of the process of this method of verification. If you need help on how to construct a method of verification letter, I have some method of verification letters in my master dispute package that I've added to that package. So if you need those type of letters, let me know. If you don't, email me if you have any questions. I can really help you through this process, but email me. My email is in the description. I'm sorry my website is down. I haven't had a chance to get up and trying to figure out what I want to do. I just, honestly, I don't the more people I talk to, just I want to build my own website or have somebody build it and not hold the hosting of it, because then I have to pay them every single month, and I don't want to have to pay somebody every single month to host my website, right? So that's what just a lot of people that were telling me. So I am trying to get another website because I want this master dispute package to be, you'll be able to download it when you request it, and then I could add new information to it. Don't have to say anything. Y'all could download it, have it right there available as soon as you pay for it. Because sometimes I have very understanding people, because again, I do still have a full-time job, so people buy it. I may not be able to get to it as quickly, but they all get it. Uh, uh, but I just want to make it a little bit more easier for y'all, the consumer, especially people who are buying the package and follow my channel. But if you have any questions on this method of verification, please hit me up, shoot me an email, or leave a comment, and like and subscribe to the channel. And I really appreciate y'all for hanging out. Again, any questions, email me. Once you email me, you'll have my phone number. You'll be able to text me, call me, answer any questions, and I'll be here readily available for you. So appreciate y'all, and thank you for everything, and I'm out.